Virgo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-April 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business, right down to work, and start this reading off nice and smooth with an oracle card. Let's shuffle it up one time for the lovely Virgos. I hope you're all doing well and fantastic. Let's see what we got for you this week, my friends. My gods, talk to me. What do we got for Virgo? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card super quick. Then we're going to get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'm going to pull you a bonus from the Book of Answers. We're going to keep this divination going. Had a lot of fun with this last week. So if you have a yes or no question, keep it in mind till the end. Had a lot of fun doing this. But let's get this reading underway. What do we got for the lovely Virgos out there, my guides? Let's get this first card out here. Thank you. Super quick. All right, so there could be a lot of people in the energy here, and that's something I've been picking up for all the earth signs so far. But this could be a little complexity here, or it could even talk about social media for whatever reason. Before we really start dissecting this card, if you're new here, I'm going to be talking about the April subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you're active on Twitter, my handle's at kyleofcups. Please feel free to shoot me a tweet sometime. But into the reading we go. You see this picture, it has a lot of individuals in it. So there's a man, there's a woman, there's different pictures of people. So yes, it could talk about crowds. I always think of this as possible complexity or a lot of different things grabbing your attention or affecting your energy in some way. We think of big groups in the community at large. For some of you, there could be situations tied to social media here. I remember somebody mentioned that they read the card like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It could just be the importance of various multiple people in your life, or possible complex, complicated, layered situations with a lot of things affecting you. So I'm really interested to see what shows up in tarot. So we're going to put that there. And as I always say, that doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote for us. And we're going to get you 3 tarot cards in the upright, then we'll intuitively clarify. So let's get these first 3 going. What do we got for the lovely Virgos? You guys, talk to me. Now, last week's reading was pretty positive. It was titled Big Win Incoming. And as I always say, wins come in all different shapes and sizes. So hopefully something bounced your way, or you had a really good week or a turn of events. It felt nice. The week before that was karmic justice incoming. So somebody catching a little dose of karmic retribution maybe. So we'll see what we have this week. I always say when karma gets involved in readings, it can stick around for quite a while. But let's get these first 3 out. What do we got for Virgo? But the energy did look really nice and scrumptious last week. Okay, we got the 2 of Pentacles, maybe money situations, work situations. That is a good balance type of card. It's not a negative card by any means. What do we got here? Okay, we have the Page of Wands in position number 2. Yeah, there might be something you're wanting to start up, wanting to do. This could be very talky, chatty, but it is energetic based, all right? Motivation with this Page of Wands. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands on the back end. So I just want to mention right here up front, the main part of the spread, we have 2 cards that are wands. Very fiery, passionate. And that could swing both ways. When we're talking about fire energy, it could be tons of motivation, desire, energy. In a bad way, it could be, you know, tempers flaring, a little problematic. So we'll see how it all goes through, because on the surface, this looks okay. But let's get these classical meanings out of the way, then we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff. In position number 1, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Interesting that we were talking about various different people in the very front end of the reading. All 2s in tarot could represent partnerships, those that we are connected with, that we talk to, do business with, give our energy to. This is a very balanced type of card, so equilibrium is what we think with this card, like things coming into a nice state of balance or stasis. For some of you, this could talk about work situations, anything of the material, your money situation. This is one of the more positive 2s. For some of you, it could be a decision or a crossroads in life, but I think positive generally. We're going to have to see what clarifies it. Now, moving to the center, we have the Page of Wands. This could be a younger fire sign in your life, even a child. But when we see pages, we think of students, we think of messengers. So there could be something that has piqued your interest that you really want to start learning or working towards. This is the energy of new. Specifically with the 2 right next to it, we're talking about things that could be in the very early stages. So there could be a venture of some kind or an individual that's piqued your interest. This is good energy. Now, if this doesn't represent a person, like I said, it could be talks, back and forths. So fired up communication. So we'll have to see what clarifies this. Messages. is what we're thinking. But another thing with this Page of Wands is how we spend our energy. Are we wasting our energy? Are we putting it towards good purposes? We'll see. Moving to the extreme back end, though, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, I'll give you both sides of the coin with this card. In the positive, this card can be someone who has a lot of determination and grit. Get up and go, and will do whatever they got to do. This is extreme determination. In the bad sense, though, this is somebody that could feel trapped, feel cornered, like their back is against the wall, or like the universe is testing them constantly, one thing after another, after another, after another, like it never stops. It could also be a little combative, it could also be a little conflict-based, but I generally see this as more of a positive leaning card. The clarifiers will tell the tale. So with all that being said, let's dive deeper, my Virgo friends. Let's jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here for the lovely Virgos. My gods, talk to me. What do we got in mid-April? And yes, Virgo, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, all readings are about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. We're going to go in on this Two of Pentacles to start. Okay? And as always, if you know how to read tarot, or if you're just trying to learn, I'd like to invite you to play along. That's what this box is here. If you're feeling any messages off this spread, please feel free to drop it down below for the Virgo Collective. I'm sure it might help somebody, okay? And I don't mind whatsoever. I actually encourage it, because we all learn together. So why is this Two of Pentacles here? Thank you. Quick. Seven of Swords. All right, yeah, this could be a little warning here. Now, I feel like it's a double-edged message, because for some of you, you're going to want to watch out for false opportunities in this time, or something that seems good on the surface. Beware of any individuals that might be wearing a facade, or putting up a facade, or wearing a mask, okay? Because there might be something, whether a situation or an individual, that like might look good on the surface, but deep down on the inside, they're the Seven of Swords. This is usually a card of sneakiness, things happening in the shadows. For some of you, it could even be revelations here. But I would absolutely exercise caution when I see the Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords underneath it. Especially watch your money in this time. Make sure that nobody's messing around with your money situation. For some of you, that could absolutely be it. Keep very close track of your finances or anything you're invested in. But I would absolutely watch out for any individuals. Like if something or someone is too good to be true, they might be. Okay, so we're going to keep moving. And of course, it can mean other things, but this is just a little warning up here. Okay, so let's go in on this Page of Wands. I wasn't expecting that for the Two of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, I could inject a more positive message that something that you didn't know was going on could come to light, and it's not as bad as you think. But I'm not going to overcomplicate it. Let's go in this page. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. So regardless of that little warning we have right there in the front, this could absolutely be some really good news coming your way. And we've been getting those little undertones of money, the monetary, the material, the work. Specifically, if your mind has been on things like that, this could be huge. Now, for some of you, yeah, it could be family situations taking up a big brunt or a big portion of your mental power. But the Ten of Pentacles is one of the most positive cards. When I get it under this Page of Wands, for some of you, you might be feeling like you're about to make a breakthrough of some kind. Like you know what track you're on. You know what track you need to go on to achieve this Ten of Pentacles. Like you know what success is to you. So I'm getting various things here. Either you have a clear-cut journey in your mind. For some of you, it could be new inspirations or breakthroughs, but I do feel like a lot of you could be receiving some exciting or really good news in this time with that. So we have the mixed bag of energy going on, because we have that little warning. I would still keep your head on a swivel. If you are presented with any opportunities in this time, make sure it's thoroughly researched, because we have a warning, then we have some possible good stuff here. Let's go in on the Seven of Wands. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the Book of Answers. Interesting reading, Virgo. So why is this Seven of Wands here? That popped out super, super quick. All right, yeah, we have the Lovers showing up in reverse. You might be having issues with a Gemini or someone you have a very close interpersonal bond with when we see the Lovers. Okay, now, yes, that could be the energy of soulmates, twin flames, stuff like that. I would absolutely beware of conflict with those closest to you. And we've been seeing the energy of partnerships and people, other people, influencing energy since the very beginning of this spread. Now, the Seven of Wands, like I said, it could be determination, like somebody wanting to work something out. If you're on rocky terms with somebody, they might want to work it out with you, mend a bridge, make things right. But for a portion of you, this could just be conflict. So I would watch out. We got multiple warnings here. We have warnings of false opportunities. We have a warning here on the back end of having conflict with someone who's very close to you that you have a soul connection with. So beware of that. But we do have goodness right in the center of this spread, so it's not all bad. Let me show you these two cards together. For some of you, it could just be as simplistic as someone wanting to make things right, mend a bridge, see something through, or just issues with a Gemini. But let's go through and do a quick little recap here, Virgo. This was a very layered type of reading. And yeah, only take what hits for you, of course. But let's go through this real quick if you'd kindly look in the box. In position number 1, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords in the upright. Like I said, beware of any individuals that might be putting on a mask or putting up a facade. If something or someone seems too good to be true, they might be. Okay, so this could be a warning, like beware the company you keep. Okay, for another portion of you, it could be something that comes to light. Maybe it's not as bad as you initially thought it would have been. But in the center, we have the Page of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Absolutely beautiful. So for some of you, you might feel like you've just had a breakthrough of some kind, or an aha moment where you know the way to success, or you know what your happy ending is. This is a good energy. For another portion of you, this could be some really good or exciting news coming in. So regardless of the warnings we have, a lot of you might have a come up in some way in regards to money, work, things like that. But moving to the very back end, we have the Seven of Wands with the Lover showing up in reverse. Beware of conflict in this time. You might be bumping heads with those that are closest to you. But I also got the vibe of somebody possibly wanting to mend a bridge or make something right, whether that's you or somebody else, okay? Like somebody really wanting to work through and just keep trucking. Like, listen, I know there's a lot of challenges in front of us, but we can make it through this type of energy. So do with that what you will. For another portion of you, it could just be head bumping conflict. But please take a screenshot if you'd like to look into those further. And we are going to get you a page from this book of answers. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with this. So think of a question in your head right now. Even if it doesn't answer your question, I'll pull some pearls of wisdom out of here for you. And like I said, this is another form of divination where we just flip through the book and with our intuition, we choose our answer. So think of your question, my guides, talk to me. What is Virgo's answer, please? What is Virgo's answer this week? Thank you. It will create a stir, okay? So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but for me, aside from it possibly answering your question straight up forward, up and down, when I hear it will create a star, it tells me to be prepared for any sort of consequence. Know that we can't control how others react and how others will feel about certain things, whether it's an action that you're about to take. Just know that you can create ripples and shockwaves. Now, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Sometimes you can affect the world in a very positive and good way. So creating a stir isn't always bad. Sometimes it is. Sometimes people will be talking smack, talking shit, it's whatever. But if you create a good ripple effect, you can affect the world in a very good way. So keep in your mind that whatever we do has consequences and it affects other people. So for better or worse, Virgo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the April subscriber surprise. For the April subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, wonderful Everyday Witch Tarot. This is the deck that you see in my thumbnails. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are at this point. And second, let me know down in the comments what tarot card you associate yourself with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.